What's happening? It's Droskii, and today I'm going to show you how to be effective with Lian. Now, Lian is a damage champion that is basically a mid to long range version of Lex. Let's talk about her abilities. Now, Grace allows you to get away quickly or get that last shot off while you're reloading, because as you use Grace, it also shoots one weapon shot directly in front of you. So it allows you to either get a kill chasing somebody, or as you're fleeing, get that last shot off that help you win the battle. Now, Presence allows you to get your damage off from long range. It's one long range weapon shot that can allow you to get a kill like you just saw right there. Now, Valor allows you to hit multiple enemies that are all in front of you with a single weapon shot. This allows you to get a good amount of damage on a couple of enemies that are all crowded up on the objective, and when comboed with your long range shot, can finish off an enemy pretty quick. Now, her weapon deals 400 damage per shot and is really great at mid range, and it's very consistent with its damage, especially when you have 8 shots. You can just fire, and weaken some of the strongest characters if you hit all your shots. Okay. Now, similar to most of the damage champions, Lian is best when you're next to your front line or behind your front line, but she's very, very effective from high ground and flanking from a distance. What I mean by flanking from a distance is you flank to the sides, the left or the right of your enemy when they can't see you, and just hit them from mid to long range, not necessarily flanking and being right up next to them. Another thing that makes her really great is that she can break down shields on Torvald and Ruckus extremely well. If I'm not using Willow, I'm most of the time going to use Lian to break down those shields on Torvald and Ruckus, because those 8 shots, 400 consistent damage is really gonna put the fucking brakes on a Torvald when he's running in trying to capture the objective, or running in trying to push that payload. She's probably my favorite one to do that outside of Willow. Now let's get into more of her role and how you can really be effective and help your team win the game. Now, for Lian's role, to be effective, you'll need to focus on weakening the tanks or finishing off flankers and support. Now, a lot of the flankers and support will, try to get away, run away. They usually have some sort of escape. But with your long range attack with Presence, you can usually clip off people trying to get away at the very last second. Now, you should also try to be somewhat passive, like Kinessa, a sniper, laying low, firing shots from a distance, and just adding consistent damage. By hanging back, the kills will come to you, and it will help your team stay alive in team fights because you can keep laying down that consistent fire. Now, you'll probably be most effective when attacking with your team, but if you're in a lone position, kind of far away, up in a perch, kind of like a sniper would be, you can be pretty effective too, as long as your team are attacking together. Now let's talk about the items that you should use when playing as Lian. Now, usually I'll start off by getting Chronos. That's mainly just for Grace, so I'm able to get in and out of situations really fast. I won't have to wait for a cooldown as much. And also for Presence, because it allows me to use Presence as often as possible as well. After that, the next thing I buy is Cauterize, because Cauterize is going to help you get those kills at long range, because when they try to run and hide behind a corner, they won't be able to heal up. Also, to heal myself, I use Kill to Heal. Now, as Lian, you're probably going to get a lot of assists, so being able to get that health back is very crucial. Very, very crucial. And finally, I usually use Haven, just so I can, resist a little bit more damage, but just depending on who you're going up against, that one doesn't really matter. Maybe you want to use something else depending on, the champion. Maybe if it's, a Drogos you're going up against, you might want to prevent some of that splash damage, you know what I'm saying? If it's Makoa, you might want to prevent some of that crowd control with that chain. So that one's pretty much up to you. Now let's talk about her ultimate. Lian's ultimate is great when paired with Ceres's ultimate. It's a one giant weapon shot that makes you immune to damage while using it, and it deals 1600 damage for that one shot. Okay, now it can also be, it doesn't have to be hit on one champion, it can be hit on several champions, who's basically whoever is in the way of it gets hit by it, kind of like a Lexo. Now, it can finish off the majority of the champions in the realm as long as you land a couple of shots beforehand. Maybe one of your present shots, one of your valor shots, and a couple weapon shots, and then you will be able to finish off pretty much anybody as long as you can hit the target. Okay. Now, the best part about this ultimate is that if you get a kill, it recharges back to 50%. So yeah, 50%. You can get it right back super fast as long as you get that kill. Now that you know how to play as Lian, let's show you how to win a game as Lian. The most important thing I can tell you is keep your ass away from the objective. Yes, away from the objective. Now usually I'm telling you I'm all about objective play, but this time you want to stay away from it. Put damage on the enemy from a distance. You're really consistent with that weapon shot, so being away from the action can still allow you to put a good amount of damage and help your team win the game. You want to weaken tanks and finish off enemies trying to run away by using presence and hit them from long range. After you capture the objective, you want to flank around the enemy and attack them from the side, preferably from above. Now, when you use your ultimate, use it to weaken the tanks or attack a group of enemies surrounded by the point. Also, coordinate your ultimate with other champions like Saris or even Pip. If you follow these rules, you should be able to win a lot of games as Lian. Now quit watching YouTube videos and go out there and try the shit. Please like and subscribe for more content from your boy. I'ma let this game finish out. It's been real. Much love and peace.
30 seconds remaining. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kneel.
It's your boy Droskii Gaming. Check out some of the videos below and subscribe for more content posted daily and weekly. Peace.